welcome to Firefall Live, a show that we do every Friday here at 10 a.m. on twitch.tv. I'm Phobos, joined as always by FadedPez and ThaCheez. I liked how I said your name there.
I was just waiting. It was really awkward, but I knew, like, well, the camera's not on, so I'm just going to sit here and smile at it until I
Sooner or later,
they're going to switch it over. Like, just waiting. Just, hey, you know, it was weird. Go ahead.
So as we've done for the past couple shows, we want to invite our guests to call in to the show. We've changed things up a little bit. As always, we're trying to make things better. So we tried out Ventrilo the first time, but then we found really awesome tools that allow us to control TeamSpeak from our iPads. So we're going to switch to TeamSpeak because that gives us a little more control here on the set. So we've changed up our tools. So if you want to call in later in the show, we'll be using TeamSpeak now. You can connect to that via live.red5studios.com, same port as Ventrilo. So
9810.
9810. Is it 9810 or 9801?
9810.
Okay, 9810. So connect to TeamSpeak. No one's going to be on there right now because we're not going to do that until later in the show, but be sure to call in. We're going to take any questions this time, no categories, so feel free to ask anything you want about Firefall or Red 5 Studios. Today we've also got Lutz on the show today. Lutz is one of our gameplay programmers, or engine programmers, I should say.
Yeah.
So he'll be on the show. We're going to talk to him a little bit later, but first, some Red 5 news, I guess, as always. So we're still working on our milestone. That's still happening right now. We've got some big changes coming up for those people who are watching about crafting. You're freaking me out, Marjorie, with the knife. Like, what are you?
Whoa.
What's going on?
I don't know, but so we've got some big changes coming up with crafting, progression, etc. More content, a lot of things happening. We wanted to release details on the progression system that's coming up, but we've been waiting on the full blog for that because we want to be able to answer all of the questions about what happens to my resources, what happens to things I've already crafted, what happens to all my equipment, and so we had a meeting this week to talk about all those things. We came up with some solutions. Now those solutions are going through all the people required. Is it? You can
Don't worry about
the iPad. You know.
Relax.
What are you?
Okay. I can hear myself talking.
No shit. Relax.
Whoa, Frank is upset.
Frank is grumpy cat today. So if you guys haven't told,
hate you guys.
I'm just trying to scoot over as much as possible.
Exactly.
I don't want him to hit me.
He's gonna punch someone.
Chill.
Look at him. It's that New Jersey attitude
chill.
coming out. Yeah, you. Poor Frank. Anyways,
Did you get it?
did you figure it out?
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Hey guys.
So I'm glad we had to stop the whole show to focus on something I would have fixed in like 3 seconds, but you guys are pretty awesome to work with.
So, anyways, going back to that blog will be coming sooner or later. Hopefully next week we'll be able to get that out to give you guys full explanation of what's going to happen with all your current equipment and current things like that. And then following that will be a crafting blog to explain how crafting is going to work because those two systems are being worked on right now. Really cool stuff coming. We had hoped to have a patch out this week to fix some Lua stuff, but unfortunately because of the maintenance mode that we were doing and some other things that happened, that wasn't able to get out. So it'll probably come next week, if not today. I don't think it's going to happen today, but that's my guess. As you guys know, we had maintenance mode yesterday, which went a little bit longer than we expected. Yeah. That downtime was basically to move our servers to a new infrastructure. So we were on old servers that we set up originally, our very first infrastructure. Then we figured out better ways to do things, how to set up the servers and configure them. And so we needed to migrate those servers over as well as upgrade MySQL to 5.6.10, which is the general release version. So
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. There's points upon points there. So that happened yesterday. I think everything went pretty well. It took longer than we expected, but I think everything came back up is working right now. Yeah. If you guys notice anything weird, though, please let us know. So that's pretty much it for a development standpoint. We did the beta weekend last weekend. That was pretty cool. We had a bunch of new people. You guys are like, no, we didn't do a beta weekend.
Yes, we did. And it was very cool.
We totally did a beta weekend.
We had a bunch of people.
Like
I was
staring at me.
No, dude, I was having, well, I was paying attention.
Unlike me.
I was paying attention. No, I had a lot of fun. I hopped in. I was playing like all day Sunday. I played for like 10 hours straight, just talking to people. getting.
It's a long time.
Yeah. It was like, like giving people tips on like how to like actually get in permanently and stuff like that, like sending to the off-topic forums, just chilling, talking about stuff. So it was great.
Yeah, I played some PvP matches and we got Harvester popping like crazy. For some reason, I can't win Harvester. No matter what team I'm on, I can be on the best team in the world. We lose. Always within 100 points, within 100 points, but we lose. Yeah, so I blame other people for that.
Of course.
Because obviously it's not me. If I can win other game types, it can't be me. I mean, come on. So that was great. We had a weekend. I think we're our last weekend before we do a major patch. So we're not going to do anything until we have our next patch out, which would be cool.
Yeah.
We don't have an exact date for that patch, but we have promised for Q1. So within Q1, which is hopefully by the end of March. Knock on wood.
Is that an estimate?
Cross fingers, cross toes, by the end of March. Speaking of by the end of March, PAX is coming up the 22nd.
That's right.
Yes. So excited.
So we are doing two things at PAX. We're doing a big press conference where we're going to show off a lot of the new things coming in the patch and talk about our processes and things that are coming in the future. So we are doing an RSVP only event for that to come into the press conference and get to see all that stuff in live. I think Scott's going to be there, Mark's going to be there, then all of us will be there from the community team.
No James?
No James this time. I think he's going to stay back.
Oh, man.
So we're doing an RSVP only event. We'll have more details on how to get into that event if you guys are going to PAX. You will need to have a PAX badge, but we're going to do have the community come in because you'll also be doing Firefall Live at that point. For those of you that can't go, we'll be broadcasting both the press conference and Firefall Live from the same room, so that'll all happen around the same time, I think, because I think the press conference is at 3 or 1 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
So that's the normal time that we're on Eastern, isn't it? Because 10 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
So press conference will be at 1, and then we'll do Firefall Live following that. So it'll be a 2-hour Firefall Live special where we'll have press conference, then Firefall Live.
Very exciting.
So if you want to be joining for that, keep an eye out on the forums for RSVP information because we'll have limited seats for that. But the thing that's not limited seats, well, at least first come, first serve.
Well, slow down.
Whoa. Half of
We
PAX
rented
comes.
out the Boston Convention Center to Firefall gathering. So that's Friday. Friday is the thing that's happening, the press conference. Also Friday night, evening.
Friday
Evening.
afternoon, yeah, evening.
Early evening.
Probably evening.
5
We
to
wanted
7.
to do a meet and greet, have some things to eat and drink
Yep.
and be merry. So we're looking for a place. I think Tony is on that right now to try to find a place.
Yeah,
nearby the convention.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to fix my
You're
mic
just
so it's
looking
not
at
all
your boob.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm just, look at that. Very nice. Very nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, trying to find a place. There's like one person who's in charge of booking all the events in like most of those restaurants. So this
Really?
one lady needs to call me back. Jackie Klein, if you're watching this, I've tried to call
sure
you
she's
so
watching.
many times, Jackie Klein, and she's the event planner for like 17 restaurants down there. So I'm going to call her today, and we're going to find a place today, whether it's Jackie Klein or not.
Cool.
So we'll be doing that. That's after the show, sometime around, depending on what's available, but between 5 and 7 p.m.-ish to have some appetizers and drinks and things like that, just meet and greet. We'll all be there to have a fun time. So anybody's welcome to that. You don't need a PAX badge. We'll have details on the forums. Be sure to show up. It'll be first come, first serve. So please show up early if you want to get some stuff. We'll be doing some cool things. We'll bring some swag and do some giveaways and just have some fun. So that'll be some pretty awesome stuff there. What else is happening? Sorry, my pad went down. We announced the winners of the screenshot contest as opposed to the Facebook. No, Tony's
No.
looking at me like,
We're doing it right here. We're doing it here.
not the
screenshots?
videos, not
Oh, the
screenshot.
screenshot. I was thinking of the video. I'm
Wow.
so past the screenshot already.
Yeah, because you guys did that.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's in an album. We have album winners on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Firefall. You can check out all. We actually added a bunch of new pictures. I don't know if we want to talk about the event that we have on Sunday nights this Sunday.
Sure.
On what's the channel? I can't remember the channel right now. We're having
on Velocity.
Yeah, Velocity. Thank you.
Oh, the MGU.
Yeah.
There's multiple things happening Sunday night, so I'm like, but yeah, the MGU will be.
Yeah, it'll be the making of our MGU, the mobile gaming unit on Inside West Coast Customs, is on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and that's going to be really
on the
exciting.
Velocity channel, which is cable channel, but if you have Discovery and expanded cable, you should have.
It's one of the Discovery channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to come up, and we have a whole album dedicated to the MGU right now. We just put it up, and we're showing you pictures that we've never posted before.
That's the B-side.
Yeah, exactly. What?
The what?
What?
You guys suck.
Yeah, we do suck. Apparently.
I don't know what the B-side is. It's the B-side of the MGU, and I'm sorry, I just don't know what you're talking about. It's got a bunch of concept art and a bunch of sculpting pictures that we just put up. So it's
The community got it.
Thanks, Busey. They can't all be winners.
UC 5000. You got it. Great job.
And Azure Blade.
I just don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So check that out, and the screenshots are there. We're updating the pictures, so there's much more to look at on the Facebook page.
To go into your other topic, the videos are what we're doing right now.
Right now.
Right now.
So we haven't
Right
announced
here.
the video winners. Now, what are the prizes for the video winners? What do they get?
You get a Radeon 7950. You get a Brontodon plushie, which is like probably the most expensive and best piece of the pack, and a Razer Kraken headset.
Pretty sure the Radeon
No,
7970
the
is more expensive.
Brontodon is worth way more than the Radeon 7950. And
To your heart.
To your heart,
Yeah.
okay, sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, so this first video is the winner number 1, which this is the one that's
We ruled by likes
Yeah, this was by likes.
by likes. So
at the time of
let's
shooting.
go ahead and play this. This is by Miss Minecraft Builder. And we'll play this video.
I didn't know that.
Let me ask if it's yes, actually this Minecraft builder made this track.
Oh, it's custom code. Yes. Now, she posted on her Facebook page and got tons of views and likes associated with that, which was kind of what we wanted for people to do, like, to do spread the word about Firefall.
Yeah, exactly. That was the whole point.
So, awesome. Moving on to video number 2.
We're not done yet. Oh, we're
That's-
done. Okay,
we're
we're
done.
done.
We're done. We're good.
We're done
Next
now.
video.
Video number 2.
Well, I apologize for
Tony's just like, you guys, the video cameras weren't on, but he's all like,
I was like doing beatboxing, and I did not know. I did not know that you could hear me, and that was very embarrassing.
That was pretty bad.
Because Matt's like, they can hear you. I'm like, oh, okay, good, great.
Oh gosh.
the second
Worst
video,
shit
this one was picked by you guys. So you, Matthias, and Tony sat down and picked out your favorite,
Yeah, this one stood out the most.
which was posted by Omega 322, aka Alpha Omega, and that's this video right here.
I'm not gonna beatbox now.
Well, there's nothing to beatbox. This is like a pretty track.
It was never the could we fly.
There we go. Yeah, do the voiceover. That's what he's missing.
But how? That was like a deep.
In a world.
In a world by a runner, one man with one jetpack hops around a lot, gliding up rocks, gliding through the air. I really like this shot. I don't know.
What really sealed it? Everyone's wondering, like if everyone's wondering, what really sealed it was like the end shot.
Yeah,
like,
watch.
was just amazing.
We got to play this one all the way to the end.
Which someone else also did, by the way.
But this one did it better.
The whole arrangement of the video was better.
Yeah, the music build up.
Alright, so look at the water. A lot of people use the basket animation.
Yeah. Oh,
That's really sick.
That was pretty cool. So great job, guys. You guys are the winners. Now, we did have one that we all loved, and we sent around the office.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it was too long.
Yeah, I mean, if we put a time limit, goes out to like everyone, anytime for any video contest. If we say, hey, it's got to be under a minute 30, it's got to be under a minute 30 because most of the time.
Or at a minute 30.
Or at a minute 30.
At a minute 30.
Yeah. I mean, we'll give you like a 5 to 10 second leeway, I guess, but just really try and get it with those time frames because there were a lot of good videos that were just like, I mean, there were some videos that were like 20 minutes long, literally. Like, that's too long.
It was pretty long.
That is too long.
So this one was by Legendinium.
Legendinium.
Yes.
This was fantastic.
It's called Verticality in a Rush. It was a great video, and I'd really like to play it for you guys. It is 3 minutes long. Sorry, this will be the last video for you guys. Like, where are you playing all the videos? But it's a really good video. So
this one's cool. Check it out.
Hey, babe. What? Stop shouting. No, of course I didn't forget. I just got stuck doing something. Yeah, I'll be there in like 90 seconds. Seriously, I'll see you. All right, yeah. Oh, God.
he had some great shots because he obviously had to have multiple people doing
Yeah.
various camera locations and things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This side is cool.
Of course,
Nice
he's in
use
an
of
area.
our fake
You
little area
made
Yeah.
it.
over there.
Basically a
So,
model
what's the
dump.
surprise?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. You know how awesome that would be though for your girlfriend? Like, oh yeah, here's a pack of fireworks, and then bam, you just throw huge fireworks up into the sky. Okay, don't look at me like that.
So, for this video, since we liked it so much that I guess we all agreed that we want to hook the Legendinium with a Firefall T-shirt and a Brought It On plushie for the effort.
Yeah, no, it was a great video, and unfortunately, it was just too long. So Legendinium, be sure to give us contact information because we want to give you up a plushie and a T-shirt. So we can't give away more video cards. We're limited on that, but definitely want to reward you for your work. Great job. I'd love to see more videos by you guys because whoever you had working with your team and all the cameras and stuff, great job.
Yeah.
Makes me want to add like facial animations and stuff to have some real machinima stuff going on.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Be some pretty cool stuff. So that's pretty much it for Red 5 news and what's going on. Community news, though, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. So
Oh, do we?
what are we looking at,
Oh,
Frank?
damn it.
You don't even have your notes out, do you?
They're out. I just have to scroll to the right spot. Okay, so the Melding Cast is something that goes on every other Sunday. So that would be this coming Sunday is the next one at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's typically hosted by Raijin Superior and Sambasti, though the last one was hosted by Nero in place of Sambasti. So We'll see if Sam's back or not. They typically talk about what's going on, like in current events in Firefall, and like what like our plans, and they like to give feedback on that kind of stuff. Typically, very good constructive discussion going on over there. So you can check them out on Twitch TV on Bronodon TV. So they broadcast on Bronodon's channel. Also, we have Thumperfest coming up. Now, what is Thumperfest? It's a lot of stuff. It's like a ton of events. So like Thumper Chicken.
Thumper Chicken?
Have you played Thumper Chicken?
No.
You never played Thumper Chicken?
I don't even know what this is. I would
Where you
assume.
stand in the middle of the circle
Yeah.
and the last one to leave and doesn't die wins?
Yeah.
We gotta play this.
You never played Thumper?
No, I've never done it.
Well, you can't look up either. You have to just wait. And
Yeah, you have to wait.
Oh my god, I would.
But you
freak
can
out.
kind of tell from like the
I would scream.
yeah.
I could see myself
I
screaming.
could see you
So-
screaming like a girl as well.
Yeah.
So they have like like events like that. Thumper Tiki Thumper. So Tiki Thumper is how you do like everyone does the people tower at the end of Baneclaw kills.
Yes.
So basically you have like you make a tower and you have to complete a thumper without moving.
Me and you, same thing. Meme that now. Meme that right now. Just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I ain't even mad.
Why wouldn't be either? That's an awesome.
Yeah. That was. If that is good for you.
Bravo.
Yes.
Even Gabe's laughing.
Anytime we can make the sound guy laugh, that's good.
So yeah, they have events like that. They want to do like a smash and bash type. So there's like a whole bunch of events, and it's being put on by armies such as Dawn of the Furs, the British Army, Baltic Wolves, Blackwatch, Exercius Speltronus, I think I said that right, and the Alchemical Inquisition, and also Bronodon.com is doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work with organization.
They're like Nicolas Cage, man. They're in everything.
They're everywhere. Except they're
Just
better.
get
It's like
everything.
7 degrees of separation of Bronodon.com.
You could probably move it to like 3 degrees.
I'm pretty sure you can make it 1 degree.
Yeah, probably.
Everything is attached to Bronodon.com.
Bronodon.com.
Which, bravo to them. Good job,
Yeah.
guys.
They work
Yeah,
hard.
no, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they do a lot for the community. It's a lot of support. So.
What else is happening?
We also have the Smash and Bash, since that was mentioned as part of Thumperfest. That's coming up on March 16th and 17th. I think I got that right.
Okay.
Still need some teams, so definitely sign up on the forums.
Okay.
So that's going to be hosted by 8-Bit Tavern.
Can't wait.
Shopping List, we mentioned him last week. He was holding a Baneclaw contest where a participant and one of the viewers on the stream actually won prizes. And he actually, I guess he's fronting the prizes, or they're getting donated to him. But
Cool.
I don't know how that works, but he's got prizes for you, and that happens every Saturday at 8 Eastern.
Okay.
And you can watch him online at Twitch TV Shopping List, where the O is a 0. And lastly, we're gonna. I just wanted to touch up on the Banebusters 5B event, which is the Banebusters Bane Busting Bonanza in celebration.
Bane
Say that
busting
again like 5 times fast.
Bonanza.
No,
Banebusters.
Bane busting banana.
Bonanza.
Banana?
Yeah,
banana.
A banana. It's a bane busting banana.
I had a banana for breakfast. Maybe that's breakfast banana Bane Buster Bonanza.
Banebusters.
okay.
They started on Thursday.
busting
over us.
bananas for breakfast.
Breaking Bad banana busting Bane Claw.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do this to you when you do your art segment, by the way.
I'll be able to handle it.
So they started yesterday. They started yesterday, and they're having another one today at 6 Eastern. A series of Baneclaw runs, and tomorrow at 4 Eastern. And basically, this is all in celebration of getting their new TeamSpeak server, which they're giving a shout out to Lunar Blue, DHAC, Super Hearts, and Chaos One for helping to fund that new TeamSpeak server. And I also wanted to give a personal thanks to Scarth and Youngblood for helping out with the MMO Bomb stream last week. Everything went really
That was
great.
good. That was a
You
really
guys-
good stream.
They were like super
Yeah.
organized, like
Yeah.
in formation, all screaming out at the same time.
The V
yeah,
formation.
Yeah, it was just
all wearing
it
the
was
same
fantastic.
battle frame colors.
That was cool.
And like Bane Claw must die.
Yeah.
Was
That was really well
It was
done.
really good, and the guy from MMO Bomb seemed really impressed. He was really happy with how everything went. So thank you guys, and thank you to everyone who they got together to help participate for putting on a show like that. So
You did a really good job with that, Frank.
thank you.
You're
welcome.
That's so nice.
Being genuine.
I can see. I hear it.
I'm so
It
glad
wasn't. It wasn't.
I'm so glad it was on that camera. I'm so glad it was on that camera.
So that's it for community news.
Great. So that's it for the news segment. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Lutz, a.k.a. Lutz, on the show. We'll be right back. Enjoy. Today, we're celebrating Firefall Fest for the next week. So 6 hours of Firefall for the next 6 days. It's pretty crazy.
So Firefall Fest just started today.
I think everybody's just super excited about how fast everything kind of came together. Literally a week ago, we didn't have any of this stage here.
So we have 4 different cameras on the multiple sets. We have 4 different inputs from the different PCs, and we are rolling videos and cutting between the different cameras.
I'm really excited that new eyes are going to be on the game. People who have never heard of us before are going to be experiencing something totally new for the first time.
It's really the mechanic of flying and shooting and pointing.
Yeah,
it's very new.
That's hard.
Whenever you're live, you're just trying not to swear and offend people and get in trouble. And we were just playing games for 3 hours. So actually, they were like, "Hey, you need to get up and go get a break during the community parts." And I was like, "No, I'm finishing this match." So that was pretty fun.
I made a bunch of new enemies today. People I plan on killing in their sleep.
Yeah, hexing.
We owe a lot of people revenge.
It's just when you're live and something goes wrong, trying to figure it out. Like if there's a buzz on the sound line, that's the most stressful part, is because you know that there's thousands of people watching you screw up, but you're trying to get it back.
Going to be running on Red Bulls for a little bit longer.
The gamer tag, which I will be now using, Galactic Commander McBadass.
And what is your new name?
It is Suck It Fillion.
Whoa! That's kind of sexy.
Biggest challenge of the stream is probably paying attention and being a part of the conversation while playing the game, because the game's so addicting and fun that I just wanted to focus on the screen. And then everyone else is like talking over to my left, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm being entertaining, and I'm playing, and I'm dying, and what?
There's this fly that keeps landing on my face, and I really wish it would just die.
There it is. There it is.
It's on James. Hit James. Hit
Right above your
James.
head. Right above your head. Oh god. It's still above your head.
Tough getting used to a new game, just getting used to the feel of it, getting used to the motion. But when we got into the team deathmatch, that's when I finally started to get into my jam, so to speak.
Welcome to the crypt, the game crypt.
Hi, my name is Sean. My favorite animal is the penguin.
This part, like, basically his crotch goes, like, on top of that. Yeah, okay, yeah, and I think actually this probably does go over your head, like that.
This is really difficult. I didn't expect such a challenge.
And I think a lot of the viewers at home were confused, which is all I could hope for.
I am happy to never have to wear Nightmare Before Christmas toddler-size small shirts ever again. So, and I don't know what this is, but I will never wear this again.
I was not planning on taking my shirt off today. It is now gone. I do not know where it is. That sucks.
The most challenging part of the stream today was probably Tony's constant sweating was a distraction. It made it hard to focus on the game.
I'm a melting hot mess.
No.
I've got sweat-proof makeup on, which is...
We're hoping it works.
I don't think it's going to.
I think it's going to.
I'm up for the challenge. I warned you.
I'm dual wielding my sweat rags right now.
Firefall Fest was a total blast. It was a huge success. We had a lot of support from our community, and we also invited in many thousands of new people to come check out Firefall, and that's really what this was all about.
Alright. Do you feel pretty?
I feel like a princess.
Hey guys, welcome back to Firefall Live. I'm again Phobos, but now we're joined by Lutz, aka Lutz. Why don't you have a name?
No, his name. That's my
full
name.
name is Lutz.
But why don't you have like a nickname, an alias?
It's my first, my second, and my last name.
It's just Lutz.
Lutz, Lutz, Lutz.
That's what they do in Germany. So Lutz is one of our engine programmers. That's correct. I mean, senior engine programmer, senior. What is your title?
Graphics, engine tools. I don't know.
It's kind of a mixture of all those things.
Yeah.
And so you've been with the company for quite a while. Before I started, you were here, but now then you moved to Germany.
Yeah, I moved back to Germany about 3 years ago now.
So and now you work remote and you help us out with all kinds of engines. So you're part of. I guess you guys now have 4 people on the engine. That's considered engine graphics.
Yeah, we are 4 people now that I would consider like core graphics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, considering it used to be only 2 people, it's still.
It used to be 4,
doubled.
then 2, then 4. Yeah, jumps.
So, what is an engine graphics programmer do? What is so? I don't think people understand, and I never really understand this. It's complicated, but you think of a game, you think of the design of the gameplay mechanics. You think of I'm going to add this script in here that makes a player do this. But all of that has to go through an engine first. Like, what is the engine? How would you describe an engine to a layman?
So the hardest part about the engine is to provide something that they can call. Like there should be a nice interface for it, and they can just put their stuff onto the engine, and the engine renders it in a nice way. So they can say, okay, I have an object here and has a texture, and like put it here, move it like this, animate it like this, and that's how it works. And the engine is supposed to make sure that that's done in the most efficient way and looks best that it can possibly do.
So how do you get into engine programming? What was your road, or what would you say was a road for a typical person?
Okay, so I guess I've always been interested in programming, and I started very early. I think my elder brother had a C64 when I was like 7, and I programmed like huge programs, thousands of lines actually, that were just prints and then clears. So you know how you can do like Shift O on the C64, and it puts like an ASCII character. It looks like this, and I put like Stickman together with that, and like 10 lines of prints to print out a Stickman, then clear screen, the same thing again with slightly different. So I had like these huge programs.
And it was just animating?
Yeah, it was just animating. was doing nothing else. It was pretty fun. And then I didn't program for a while, and then I started again at the age of like 14, 15 maybe, when like I started to do more serious things. So the first big thing that I did was a Space Invaders clone. It was actually published and sold, and that's what got me into programming really. So what happened is so actually my brother came to me and said, hey, it would be cool if you could do a Space Invaders clone. I was like, no, I can't do that. And well, he kept on talking, so I eventually got down and tried to write it. And it was pretty cool, because then a friend of mine went to a publisher company. He was working there in his spare time, and they offered to publish the game. So I was like, whoa, that's pretty awesome, right? I mean, I was like 16 or something like that at that age. And yeah, that's like how I got more serious about programming.
But you didn't go to school for programming?
I didn't go to school for programming because I was always thinking, well, games is kind of like it's like art. Shouldn't have said that.
All the artists.
Well, it's not considered as something that's like I mean, like your mother says,
hard science, or
Junge, get a real job or something like that, right?
What did she call you?
Junge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
No idea what that means.
Boy.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I like how she says some in German and some in English, though.
So I actually started to study biology, and I found out after like 6 weeks that's not the right thing for me, and I switched over to mathematics, and I found that pretty awesome. So I finished that, and then my mother promised me golden business cards if I do my PhD. So what can you say? I mean, I had to go on and did my PhD.
Did you get golden business cards?
No.
Can you use golden business cards as money?
Well,
If
it's
they are
gold.
pure gold,
That's pretty sweet.
I guess that's, yeah.
Why didn't you call your mom out for not giving you a golden
I
business
guess
card?
I switched companies after that, so that's, I don't know.
You were working for your mom at the time?
No, but for the university.
So why'd your mom promise you golden business cards?
Because she, like, I don't know, she probably
Empty
thought I would be
promises.
staying at the university or something. So
So you didn't go, Muda, golden business cards.
I should do that maybe.
She called you young and you have PhD. Muda, golden business cards. Yeah, right? No? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to.
So you have a PhD in mathematics, but that's
Right.
still not programming.
Yeah.
So how did you get to Red 5 then? Because that's an interesting story. Like,
So in my spare time, I worked on some OpenGL. So I was always a big fan of games like Elite, where you could fly in space, and in Elite 3, First Frontiers? No, was it First
I don't
Encounters?
remember. Yeah.
You could actually land on the planet. And I was fascinated by that idea, so I had to do it. And I wrote a demo where you could actually do this, seamlessly land on a planet. And yeah, Mark must have found my homepage somehow and invited me to come to the company. That was in end of 2006. So I was flying out there with the mindset of, okay, I mean, a free trip to LA, so I'm going to take it, but I'll never be working there. So
now they did a lot of work to convince you to come work for them. Like while you're out here, they took you to the beach, they took you to Disneyland.
yeah, so my interview took like a week, so they asked like a whole weekend. So they asked me, what do you want to do? And I was thinking, LA, okay, Disneyland and beach. Okay, so we did that.
So they're all like trying to sell you on moving to California.
Yeah, pretty much. So they were pretty successful.
Can people still find that fly through? You showed it to me, but can they find it online anywhere?
I think
It's
my
just a little
my
demo.
homepage is actually offline, but we can put it up somewhere.
Yeah,
I
you should
still
give
have
it
the
to me and
video.
I'll upload it so that people can see it.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool. I mean, all it is a tech demo,
Mhm.
but you're flying a ship through space and then you can fly towards the planet and then it gets more and more detailed as you get closer and
Right.
closer to the ground. And then it's totally seamless. It's really quite cool. So, yeah, give it to me and I'll try to upload it for the guys
Right.
later.
Mhm.
So you started at Red 5. What is a day-to-day for Lutz at Red 5?
So it depends
Besides
on
saying you can't do anything and then doing it.
Yeah, that's like a big thing, right? Because like that's like one story I like to tell about Lutz is like I emailed him about like can we get the weapon models just by themselves without the arms, and he's like, the first line was like, actually that's quite impossible. We can't do that right now, and then it just keeps going, and then he figures out he's like, I'll get it working. I think I know how to do this, and then like 10 minutes later, okay, it works now. All you have to do is this. It's just like,
oh, is that actually working now?
Yeah, those screenshots from the
Pretty-
art tool.
Awesome.
But you did the same thing with like, I wanted transparent PNGs for pictures on the art tool, and you're like, not possible. It's not possible. You have to do all these things, blah, 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 blah. And the very next day, it was like, okay, all you have to do is click save as PNG. And it like creates a black background and a white background, and checks the difference. And it's quite ingenious the way you do it.
Yeah,
but-
sometimes when I go to restrooms, I have this idea. So.
Speaking of restrooms.
Oh no!
Did you remember the story that we were talking about last night?
What?
Frank will have what? We were in the bathroom talking, as we often do. No, Frank was telling me that you have a hilarious story about getting accosted by a true American patriot in the restroom.
What?
But Lutz doesn't seem to remember it. So Frank, you're gonna have to tell the story.
I'm not telling the story.
I'm
It's
interested.
Lutz's story.
The audience is interested.
They're not interested.
But just give me an idea of.
It was like it was something where like the guy started yelling at you about World War II because you're German, and you're like, I wasn't even here for that.
Oh, that was not in the restroom. That was in the gym.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, stuff like that makes me mad.
Was that here that you got accosted?
That was in some gym when I was still living here. Yeah. So I went to the gym and I always heard this guy and he sounded German to me. His accent sounded German to me. So I asked him if he's from Germany, And he told me, no, I'm from the country who slaughtered you, my people.
Oh, he was like Polish or something?
No, he's Jewish.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's a bad topic, and I feel terrible about that, but that's not how you make conversation. I don't know.
That's why you can't just walk up to people in the gym and speak German. Like, whew, it's dangerous.
Jeez. It's a dangerous country.
So I love people in the channel are already talking about who you look like.
What?
So we've gotten Hugh Laurie so far.
Yeah, I got that on my wiki page.
I don't know. And nobody said Jeremy Irons yet.
What? Come on.
I think he's a very thin Jeremy Irons. The medic from TF2.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, which you actually dressed up for as Halloween.
Come on.
Once, which was quite fun.
I need glasses though.
Oh, someone did say I'm sorry, I missed the
medic.
Jeremy Irons one. Sorry, guys.
I actually did the medic for Halloween. That was pretty.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was spot on.
Yeah.
Hey, doctor. So, let's go to what is a typical day then for you at Red 5? What do you do?
Depends on whether I'm here or not. So when I'm not here, actually pretty lame. So
type on a loud keyboard.
I look at my emails. I have this auto reply email that says I can't do that. and once I got through those emails,
everything.
I'm like implementing everything, and then I go like, okay, just do this. And when I'm here, it's actually, so I did a lot of the work in Forge, so I'm pretty much the one who knows like every checkbox, and
So
there are lots of it.
For our audience, Forge, you guys may have seen the tool on Mark's YouTube video. Forge is the tool that we use to build the game world itself. So it's where you saw the 10th scale work of the planet, and you zoom in, and you notice that it loads, just like Lutz said before, seamlessly loads in all the terrain and everything. As quickly as humanly possible. So that's where we build all the terrain and everything, and the world builders use Forge a lot to build out the game.
Right, so right now I'm trying to help just with workflows and people. When people have problems, I work with them and see what we can work out. And there are lots of things that I don't even think about. Like I always use like empty scene, and I place like one prop, and they have scenes of like 30,000 props, so it's a bit different. So things work differently, and work this out. I've done recently pretty much optimization work, so I'm really excited to get this out. So there's.
Hey, we were just saying that you think that performance has improved quite a bit just from the last patch.
Yeah, definitely.
So this milestone will hopefully include all those optimization changes that you and the rest of the team are working on.
Right.
Now, does that include multi-threading for the client yet?
We actually did some of it, but not really to a big extent, because there's still a lot of things that we can optimize in the single-threaded code. I'm not talking about like 10-20% optimization. Like there are certain parts of code that got like 3 or 4 times faster.
That's great.
And everybody profits from that. So not only the people with 8 cores.
Right.
So we definitely try to do this first, and then tackle more multi-threading.
So we could see for people that have multi-cores, we could see some major improvements on the far horizon once you guys actually tackle splitting up a lot of the threads.
Hopefully. It's pretty tough, especially if you don't plan it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And if you start doing gameplay code, gameplay code is like, okay, I access this part of the engine, and then I access this, and if you multi-thread this, it's just a pain in the.
So I have to mention 2 things that you just sent out emails on that I think are really cool. One of which is we have doodads in the world, which are basically like the grass, the plants, some small rocks, things like that are painted on the terrain that the world builders do. And currently, those just are placed on the terrain. But recently, you added in shadows on those doodads. So doodads now cast shadows along themselves.
They can. It's a console command. It's not really optimized yet, so.
But it looks amazing. So it makes the grass, like instead of just looking like random grass in there, it actually looks like real grass, and everything it looks amazing, guys. The other thing about doodads that you added, and is this just a console command too, or are you adding?
That's by default. That's actually pretty much for free. So.
Is that by walking through doodads and grass, it actually displaces them, it moves them around, so that it looks like you're actually walking through tall grass and things like that.
That's actually pretty cool. So if you are chased by a bunch of piranhas and shoot them, you can see the grass move apart, and that's actually
That's awesome.
Pretty nice.
It's
nice feature.
Pretty cool.
It's my Sunday afternoon ninja feature.
I remember when you added grass for the very first time. Because you're like, you painted it on and you're like, oh look, we have grass now.
Oh yeah.
And I was standing behind your desk while you were programming it. It was me and Billy, and we're all standing behind your desk. You're just like, okay, we have grass now. It was just like, it was like you painted it on. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Is there anything else that you're excited about that you're working on right now that people can expect to see soon?
It's mainly the performance stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Other stuff, can't think of anything. There's a lot of like small stuff like that people probably don't really notice. Like you can have cave underwater now. You couldn't have that before. You would just die when you walked under the lake. So.
Because the depth sphere, the depth volume was
like the lake above you would like, it would be infinitely deep. So even if there's a cave, you would just die.
Nice. So that's good.
Yeah.
So optimizations are coming. That's your big thing. Look forward a lot there because you were saying improvements on, especially on low settings, of almost 50%.
Yeah. So I did some benchmarks yesterday. I just compared the current beta with the programmer build that we have and design build.
Yeah.
And I saw in Copa, I get now, before I got 100 frames, now I get 150 frames. So that's a pretty big improvement. Oh, there's also some shadow improvements that we did. So right now, shadow mapping is kind of pretty expensive and doesn't really work well. We just tweaked some settings there that makes it actually much more bearable now. So now I've enabled shadows on medium settings by default, and it works for me. Like I get 60 frames everywhere in game, so it's very nice. And I have a medium to high set.
Well, this is on your work computer or your home computer?
That's my work computer.
What do we have in there? What's your graphics
It's
card?
a 460 graphics card
So
and an i7.
So 460 with an i7. So not top of the line even for the 400 series. So for those of you guys talking in there, that's really nice. So the goal is that we want to lower our minimum requirements as low as we can get because there's more players.
Right.
And then we also want to improve the high end and have much higher fidelity. So both of those things are being worked on right now.
Right.
Obviously improving shadows, and I know there's water shader stuff that's happening right now and all kinds of things to make the fidelity a lot better. But then we also want to improve performance for the low end machines.
Right.
So if you guys have feedback for Lutz, I know that he and the rest of the video guys, the optimization engine guys, all watch the feedback forums, the graphic and performance feedback forums. Yeah, I think you guys get daily emails even on new threads and things like that. So definitely don't forget to pass along any details you have. If you do have performance issues, be sure to provide as much information as you can. They get those emails so that they can actually fix them as quickly as possible. It's tough because we don't have a huge QA team with a billion computers to test on. So it's important for us to get the feedback from the community about what's working, what's not working, so we can figure out there's weird issues.
Right.
So a lot of optimization stuff coming. Be sure to post that. I think that's it for Lutz now. But when we come back from this break, we're going to take calls from you guys about any questions you have about Red 5, Firefall, etc. Be sure to connect to the TeamSpeak channel. It's on live.red5studios.com, port 9810. It's TeamSpeak 3. So be sure to join that. We'll go ahead and put you in the queue. We'll be right back.
It is fall, so the weather is shifting, and it is time to wear a beanie. Keep your head warm. Flu season is coming. We don't want you to get a cold.
You're talking about seasons. I'm thinking about this is going to be my first winter without my wife, and you know, thinking about the seasons passing. Christmas time all alone as a bachelor.
We'll get you a hat to keep your head warm as well. I know you're worried about keeping your head warm.
For richer, for poorer, huh? Deborah? Wherever you are? If you've seen my wife, please call the number at the bottom of the screen.
Disregard that. Call the number.
Last seen with a Turkish MMA fighter. So.
Right now, we are running them free for $19.95. The shipping on these are free if you call within the next 10 minutes. And actually, it's pretty exciting. because we haven't offered that before.
We haven't, and that's right. But if you do throw in a few extra bucks, I will hand deliver it to your house.
Oh,
No, seriously, Karen, I will come to your house, and we can hang out. Perhaps I could crash on your couch, if you wouldn't mind me having something from your fridge.
That's great. I think, yes, that deal is still going. And you know what? If you buy 4 shirts, we're actually going to give you a free hat.
I'm pretty sure it's lunchtime. I'm out.
Philip's a little diabetic.
Hey, welcome back to Firefall Live. Again, I'm Phobos, joined by FadedPez and ThaCheez. We are now ready to take some questions from you guys about what you want to talk about. We have some time to talk about really anything. Last week we talked about cosmetic items and things like that. There seem to be some requests for opening that up to any questions, and I'm happy to take any questions we have. So be sure to join the channel. It's on TeamSpeak, live.red5studios.com, port 9810. So be sure to join up with that, and we will make you get in the channel. Do we have anybody in there already?
Oh, we got lots of people in there.
Let's go ahead and pick the first one.
All right, let's see. Let's pick Optimistic Prime. All right, we have Optimistic Prime.
Optimistic Prime, you with us?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Optimistic Prime.
We have a permissions issue.
Great.
You have a what?
Hang on. Hold on 1 second. Let's
we'll go ahead and do
real
it.
quick.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Dance real quick.
Tony.
Hold on. Yes.
What do you do all day?
All day when I'm at home or all day at work?
At work.
At work. Well, the first thing I do when I get there is I pat our office orangutan. We have an orangutan in the office, and his name is Larry. I've been switching him to an all-peanut diet because...
An all what diet?
Peanut.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure Optimistic Prime is in the channel.
Come
right
on. Do you have to be... FadedPez has to be up there?
No.
Where do you... No?
No, just on-air guy.
Just the... Huh.
Do you want to take a look?
Yep. You have to have a look.
Okay. We'll keep talking.
Yeah, we'll talk.
So you have peanuts that you're
Sorry,
Larry.
none of us are smart. So you
an all peanut diet.
Yeah, the orangutan Larry has to be on an all peanut diet. It's not a big deal because peanuts are cheap. But this is ridiculous.
I'm wondering how long you can keep this going.
Oh, dude, here's the thing. This is why I'm stopping it now, because I could talk about Larry the orangutan, who's not real. I could talk about him for an hour. I could talk about what we did last week, his likes, his dislikes, what I do that annoy him. I could talk about a lot of things.
What do you do that annoys Larry?
Okay, when I'm scratching his ears, right? He's got these big floppy ears. This orangutan has these big floppy ears. And I'm scratching his ears. He does not like when I go inside of his ears. You know when you like I don't know, dogs do that? I don't know. But he doesn't like that. He's very strong. Very strong orangutan.
I see Optimus Prime in the channel. Can you not hear us? Or?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey!
Oh, we got him.
Frank
hey.
is a genius.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your interesting story.
It was about the orangutan, Larry the orangutan?
God,
no, that's awesome.
terrible.
Please interrupt.
Yes, so my question was about the battle frame backpacks. Will the old battle frame backpacks, like the supposed Tier 3 biotech backpack that's only forum header, will that be changing with the upcoming update, or are we perhaps going to be seeing newer backpack stuff?
Well, so that's a great question. We've got some various things happening with the art pipeline with the new system that we want to make each individual battle frame feel unique. But we have to build the art pipeline for that first, and that's the bigger issue. So we previously, before we decided to split battle frames into individual battle frames, they were all part of this archetype. And even within that archetype, you were really supposed to just well, let me go further back. Let me go back to 2009. We had
it's a long time ago.
5 battle frame types. Well, yeah, we had 5 battle frame types. They had the archetypes. Actually, we had 4 battle frames because the Dreadnought was part of the assault. So we had 4 archetypes. And these 4 archetypes had different tiers of battle frames. So we had 3 separate battle frame tiers that were visual tiers. So you had like the very lowly covered assault, then you got more armor, and then you got even beefier armor for the assault. And then we had 5 or 7 backpacks.
7.
7 backpacks. And so they would upgrade as you leveled up your character, because this was when we had leveling system. Single assault, leveling system. I level up my assault and I get this equipment as I level up. When we switched over to the tier system, we thought we could then use those tier systems to unlock these tiers. You would get multiple backpacks within a tier, but then you would get multiple frames. You would get a new frame when you moved up in tier. So your tier 1 to tier 2 frame, you'd actually get an upgraded frame, then you get 2 backpacks. You go to tier 3, you get 2 backpacks. With the new system, we kind of broke all that, and so we have to rethink our art pipeline, because now how do we give you those backpacks and those upgraded frames, and how do we make them feel unique across all the battle frames? So that's still being worked out. We want to make sure that you do have upgraded visuals so that you look more powerful as you level up your battle frame, and we also want to make sure that you have unique looks between the battle frames, so the Tiger Claw doesn't look exactly like a Fire Cat, and you can actually have, I can tell what the battle frames are. That stuff's still being worked on right now. I don't know what's happening with the current backpacks. I mean, the great thing about them is they currently exist, so we can use them whenever we feel like it. I think the current plan is that as you unlock within a single battle frame, you get the awesomer backpack as you progress in that battle frame. Awesomer.
More awesomer.
So hopefully that answers your question. It doesn't fully answer your question, I know, because we're still trying to decide how do we build the art pipeline to work out for the future. But hopefully, as we progress a single battle frame, you'll get new visuals to unlock so that you'll look more powerful.
Cool.
Who else
Ready
we
for
got?
another? We have a contest winner, Alpha
Okay.
Mega.
Yeah.
Alpha Mega, can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you.
What can we do for you?
Oh, first off, I want to thank you guys for selecting my video. I had put a lot of work into it, and I had a lot of fun making it. And I wanted to say I actually got a little laugh when you guys, at the start, you were doing the movie voice. I was thinking about doing the, in the beginning, it wasn't could we fly.
Hey, that was great.
Oh my
That was awesome.
God, you were amazing at that voice. Oh yeah, dude, I loved your I loved it. It did. It looked epic.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's. I mean, I only bust out my movie voice, which is clearly far like worse or horrible below yours. Yours is amazing. But I only busted out for trailers that I really, really like.
It was really great.
What can we answer for you?
What can we answer? So just regarding, I know that every contest we always have these contests for videos. Do you think down the road Firefall is going to add any kind of like machinima tools that'll allow us to take like maybe different action shots or change the lighting, that kind of stuff?
So some of that becomes tough because you're doing it on a live server. So we have to limit the tools you have for that. We do have a tool that we use internally called Looking Glass that allows us to connect. It kind of creates like a little instance of the world, but it doesn't have all the NPCs or other players or anything like that. But that then presents itself a problem that if you wanted to have multiple people in your machinima, how do you get them onto the same thing? So these are questions that we'd have to answer before those tools exist, is how do we allow you to control those things without affecting the live servers, while also allowing you to have multiple people in there so you can do what you want. I'm not sure how other games do this. I have to look into it. We tried to add things like people ask the ability to remove the weapon and turn off the UI so they could at least have a look of a camera. We have the ability to change FOVs on the cameras. We have a fly cam tool currently, but you can't use that in the open world because we don't want people just flying around the open world. There's things we have to worry about with an always persistent online open world that we can't give you access to certain tools, even though we have those tools. So we have to figure out how do we give you this like private sandboxy area that you can do things that you want. I think it would be totally awesome, but I wouldn't expect us to even start working on that until post-launch.
Lutz is already trying to figure it out.
Lutz is over there. He's like, it's impossible. I'll have it for you tomorrow.
He's got his computer up and he's working right now.
So, but yeah, it's time really with that. Those tools are things that we definitely can do because we already have a lot of them. It's just time.
Before you go, Alpha, can you please do the movie voice again? Say like, welcome to Firefall Live or something.
Coming this summer to a theater near you, Firefall Live.
He is
That's
so
really
good.
That's really good.
He is so incredibly good.
That was great. Thank you very much.
See you later, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Keep it up.
Wow.
All right.
He is the movie trailer guy. I think that's who we just talked to. Like, a lot of people do
That guy's
impressions.
old, actually, now. the guy that does most of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's like
think
the late.
died.
Did he die?
I think he died. It's because it's sad. Because like I remember watching a documentary about him, and like he's a really cool guy. But I remember being sad about him. So I think he died. I think.
Okay.
I hope he's
If
not.
he didn't die, you're just talking about him being dead.
I just this is a weird conversation.
Yeah. Let's move on. Who's next?
Let's nab Remix. How about that?
Remix.
Remix. Remix is in the channel.
Remix, you there with us?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How are you guys?
Good. What can we do for you?
So my question was about after the server move. I know that the servers were moved to a new Amazon data structure in Oregon. With these new improved servers, will we be able to see a lot of improvement in the interp and netcode and the overall world efficiency ping?
Well, so there's things there that you mentioned that won't be affected by the servers at all, which are things like the latency and the interpolation. Some of those things are being fixed though with the milestone patch. So Swirly, aka Anthony, has done a lot of work on interpolation about what's being interpolated, what's not being interpolated, to make the latency feel a lot better. And so that's coming in with the milestone patch because it requires a full branch. What does happen with these new servers, one, they're brand new hardware, which is awesome because Amazon releases tons and tons of hardware, which is awesome, but it gets older and older and older and it gets stale. So we get the brand new latest stuff, which gives us better performance overall for the servers. But really what that allows us to do is put more users per server and not have to worry about having so many servers, which saves us money. So you won't see much of a performance improvement on the latency side or anything like that. Things you'll probably notice are like AI is more responsive because it has more performance, things like that for this new thing. What we are working on that's happening right now is the big problems with items picking up and manufacturing stations and all that. What the issue with that is really the fact that we have one master database that all the writes go to, and I'm sorry if I'm getting too technical for some people, and I'm not getting technical enough for others.
I'm here like, yeah, and I'm like,
so
Chinese?
The writes on the master database,
Like he's speaking Chinese.
we only have one master database because they're shared across Europe and North America, because we want you to be able to play on North America and European servers at any time. So in order to do that, they have to be replicated across both those sites. So we have read servers in both sites, but we have masters in just one location. And so the issue is when you try to write something, it has that latency delay of trying to write to either Europe or North America. When North American servers went down, we moved the master database to Europe, which now caused the problem that was happening in Europe to now be happening in North America. And so you'll see some delays there. That is being fixed just by re-implementing that architecture a little bit better so that it doesn't have those problems. So those are a little bit different. So you've got a bunch of different issues that aren't all fixed by the move of the servers. Some things are fixed by the move of the servers, including just making the infrastructure easier to manage for us. So previously, it was the first time we implemented anything, and so it was kind of very haphazardly done, because I shouldn't say tech ops guys are going to kill me for that.
Yeah.
They did a lot of work to really set that up properly, but it was done in such a way that like we needed more stuff. We need to go. We need to get things moving. We need to have the beta. Let's get all this stuff out there and do the best we can. But then new technologies came on from Amazon that allows us to do better management and better organization. And so that's what this allows us to do. Europe was already set up that way because it was later in the game. Now we moved North America over to that same setup, and which also allows better communication between them. So lots of different things happening in tech ops. Those guys are busy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, working on stuff always. And you guys don't even notice that because we have an always on system, and because Amazon allows us to bring up new servers and not take down old ones. Like we can bring up new stuff with new systems and new configurations and then just migrate users over gradually. So a lot of times we do things on the back end that changes infrastructure and you guys don't even notice it, which is awesome, but it also has the problem that tech ops is working every day, 24 hours a day. So, so I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Expect better latency and network and performance improvements with the milestone patch, but this migration is more about saving some money and costs on servers and better organizing our systems for better management.
All right.
All right.
I'm still thinking about Larry the orangutan.
You would be.
I had to go somewhere there.
Sorry. We can get into it, and so it'd be like,
I wish.
all
I
select
knew.
queries are sent to, no?
What did you just call me?
Wow.
But then the reason we had to upgrade to 5.6 to 10 is because the binary
So Frank,
disk
please
changed.
bring in another caller, please, 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 before I keep dreaming about Larry.
All right. How about
Tony is Larry?
How about
I don't know why
Dark
that's so
Ross? We have Dark Ross live with us on the channel.
Dark Ross.
Hey.
Heyo.
Hey.
What can we do for you? Tirana Tang.
It's a bit awkward.
It's okay.
No, well, bagging out, sorry. Out of all the stuff coming out in Firefall and all the developments and contents, what would you say is your favourite so far?
We'll start with John. I mean, this is a question for all of us. So, what's your favorite thing in Firefall being worked on or already released?
Well, I don't know that I can talk about what's being worked on. I'd have to be careful with that, so I'm just going to leave that alone before I get a chair to the face from side stage. There's a lot of cool things working on, like just walking through the studio, looking at everyone's computer. It's like, oh my God, this is really cool stuff that everyone's working on. So I'm really excited for everything. But my favorite tech that we have is the
gliders.
I mean the gliders, obviously. I love it, dude. I love to glide. I can glide all day. But it's okay. It's okay. The Twitch integration. That right now is like I was a surprise to me. I didn't know we were even working on that. So the fact that you can just click a button and you're streaming. I've streamed a few times now, and I probably never would have streamed before. But since it's so easy to do, it's like, why not? I just put this out there, and if anyone wants to watch, let them watch. It's kind of cool. I really, really like that. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the can't talk about stuff. So okay, I'll throw some names out there.
So bad because we do know about things that we can't talk about.
There's stuff that like Mark Downey and DeMarcus Holbrook and stuff that those guys are working on.
Open world content.
Open world content.
Even broad umbrella.
Yeah, it's really good. Looking forward to Chosen Invasions coming back.
Yeah.
And
did you do the playtest recently?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it either.
But I'm also extremely interested in what Richard's going to be doing with our story content.
Yeah. So Richard Piercy, Piercy.
It's Piercy.
Okay, good. I feel so bad because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Richard Piercy was brought on. He is our narrative designer, and so his job is to basically tell the story from the in-game. And that's great because we didn't have anybody doing that before. So we have this awesome story, but we're not really telling that to players in the game. So that is definitely a feature that I'm looking forward to as he gets more and more involved with adding missions and voiceovers and things in the game. I know they just wrote like tons and tons of pages of scripts for voiceovers, which is awesome because once those things get in, it just adds so much to the world. But I think my favorite thing that's coming, I would have to say, the thing that I'm most looking forward to is the addition of the army system.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's such a simple feature, like when you think about it, but it's going to add so much to be able to communicate with the people and have your rosters and have tags over names. It just adds so much, like the discussions back and forth. My army's better than yours, or we're doing these things, even without the tech trees and all that kind of stuff. That's one thing I'm looking forward to most. But I have to say, above all of that, everything that we've got working on, the changes to the progression and crafting system, I'm looking forward to most. Like, I don't think people understand how big of a change, it's not how big of a change per se, but how much that's going to add to the game for this iteration of it. How much stickiness it's going to add to have a real system that's there that can be expanded upon for years.
Exactly. That's the point. Like, beyond that, it's like, it's not just like a core system, it's an expandable core system that we don't have to rework every time. We have to be like, oh crap, we want to add 25 new battle frames in the next 3 months.
Right.
Now we have to figure out tech trees and all that stuff.
We'd never be able to do 25 battle frames in 3 months.
We could. Kevin will do it, right, Kevin? He's watching.
But I think that really is gonna. It's because it's a core system change, and because it doesn't paint us into a corner, like what Frank's saying. I think that's my biggest thing that I'm looking forward to. So those are the things we're looking forward to.
That's a good question. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Who else we got?
We got Fire Ryan.
And we're going to go a little bit long today because I want to make sure we stretched out some of the other stuff, so I want to have questions.
You
Okay,
get a
we have
little
Fire.
more of
We have
us.
Fire Ryan. You're on with Firefall Live.
Fire Ryan?
Fire Ryan.
More like rain.
Fire Rain.
Oh, poor Frank.
You spelled it wrong then. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just-
What can we do for you, man?
My question is to help out the guys that do the fan art and cosplay. Is there any chance we can get a 360 close-up renders of all the frames?
We could probably do that.
I think, yeah, I mean, we can. Trying to think of the best way to do that.
Send me a message on the forums. I could set that up. I could talk
Cover your
to.
mouth.
Yeah, send me a message on the forums. We can set that up. I could talk to April and figure out
Yeah,
how
I
we
mean, we'd
can best
probably,
do that.
yeah, the art tool is not going to support that, but we could do that in the 3D studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Hit him up.
Thank you.
Sweet. Who's next?
Who is next?
So many questions.
Now that the channel wants all assets, that's going to take some time. Battle frames are a little bit faster. Like we can do 5 battle frames. That's pretty easy.
We have Livehouse.
Livehouse.
No. Lavehouse.
Lavehouse.
Yes. Yes, I'm
Hey,
here.
how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We're doing well. What can we do for you?
I do feel a bit inadequate after movie voice guy.
No, that's fine.
But my question is, like, I love the tier system you guys have of unlocking weapons. Will we have a loot drop system, or maybe random one-use blueprints to craft? I would love to be able to craft chosen armor for my battle frames.
Well, okay. The beginning of the conversation was like, yeah, and then you went to chosen, crafting chosen and stuff. Yes, we absolutely. One of the nice things about the new crafting system is we're changing all loot drops across the board. So one of the things you'll see going away is all creatures dropping resources and crystite. What you'll actually see are creatures dropping components that they can, like a Rana shell that can then be refined into something else. But you'll also see, chosen and NPCs dropping bigger things like crystite or weapons themselves or pieces of armor. Well, I guess we don't have pieces of armor, but weapons, abilities perhaps, or equipment that you can use. And that equipment, like we said before, will have a durability associated with it. So it's not like a one-time use thing, but it'll last for however long. But that might be totally unique and have fire damage and other things, but you can only use it for the durability until you repair it. So we definitely will have more loot drops in the game. We'll have more resources overall dropping, not just the core resources that you mine, but other things like animal parts and organics and things that can be refined into other stuff that will really expand the crafting system. Now, crafting chosen armor, I don't know. That's something to talk about, because one of the things that breaks immediately is the silhouette. Is that I see a chosen, I see a human, I should be able to tell the difference, and so we don't want people to look like chosen.
Yep.
But that'd be cool if you could have pieces, maybe. I don't know. We can talk about that, but crafting system is definitely getting some overhaul to make some pretty awesome stuff.
There's a lot going on there. I did want to answer a quick question. The stream that Frank and I are doing has been moved from this Monday to next Monday. So
March 11th.
Most likely a March 11th start. We're still fighting over a name. We're not really fighting. We're just.
I thought we more or less picked one.
We did? I mean, I know which one I love.
Which one do you love?
Can I just?
Yeah, say it.
Lost in New Eden.
I think that's the one that we said.
Lost in New Eden. Okay, sorry. I just didn't want to say that and that make you
Lost
feel
in New
bad.
Eden.
Yeah, Lost in New Eden. I don't remember who suggested it on the forums. I know I have it written down somewhere on my desk. But Lost in New Eden. If you suggested it, congratulations. Thank you so much. You get it.
Right. I did enjoy Firefall Free for All by Lone Wolf, but
there were a lot
Lost in
of
New
good
Eden
ones.
was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
There
were.
By no means.
Nobody told me Moist Mondays.
Okay.
No, we're not doing Moist Mondays.
We're not doing that.
We are not doing
We're
Moist.
we're good. We're good here. There were a lot of good
I might have to do an
suggestions.
executive decision on that one.
No, I will not be promoting Moist Mondays. I don't even like saying Moist Mondays.
But you keep saying it. You said it at least twice.
Do we have anyone else for questions?
We have one more person.
Okay, one more. Well, this last question. Then we'll do Even Art Pro.
Secretly Wear Gaming. Hold on. There we go.
Taco Tuesday on a Monday.
Secretly, are you there?
Secretly. Secretly.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, well, that was our last
good.
question. Yeah, that was
last
good.
question. Thanks, guys. We'll be doing the questions and answer things. We'll get better and better at it, I promise.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. So be sure to save the server in your list. We'll have this up and running all the time so that we can do more and more questions. I think you guys can use it for your stuff as well. That's the plan, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's coming. But now it's everybody's favorite segment.
Do you even art, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I could watch that graphic all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some good art today to feature, but first I wanted to go over last month's winner, because it is March 1st, so we have a brand new month, brand new art submissions, and people have been, as soon as I said, hey, we're running low, send me your art, I've gotten like 6 new submissions.
In 1 second, because secretly we're gaming is on there saying you get error. Go ahead and ask your question in the chat channel. We'll answer it after Do You Even Art, Bro?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Secretly. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people are submitting. It's really great. If you have art, please submit. Community at Red 5 Studios. You can have any form of art. We're receiving all kinds of stuff. Send it in. So last month's winner, it's not really a secret. It's not really a big reveal. But Zion's Mist by
Which was amazing.
Joe John.
Yeah. Great.
Amazing. Like, this is fantastic artwork. And he does have another submission, but he submitted twice, and they're both really good. I just happen to like this one a little more because of the dual wielding tomahawk scan hammers. I mean, you can't really beat that. So I submitted this, but since he won, he's a monthly winner. He will not be eligible to win anymore, but he's already contacted me on the forums, and he said, look, now it's not even about the competition. I just like doing art. I like to get it out there. So can I still submit art? I was like, dude, absolutely. Submit art, and I'm just going to show it. I mean, it's not going to be entered in the contest, but I'll still show it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
great
still going to
artist.
put it up on our fridge.
That's right. We're going to be printing these out.
Yeah.
Sure. So you are the winner. You'll be getting the signed poster from the art department and us. Congratulations. That'll be in the mail next week. So moving on to March, we have got 3 new submissions today. The first one that we have is a pretty cool video. It's made by Cosmic D, and it's a remix to the Firefall main theme, Copacabana. So let's play that. Brings out my Mexican roots. I love it. Well, yeah, but it makes me feel. Don't tell me how the music makes me feel. You don't know. Dude, this music makes me want to dance.
No, it's cool.
And Cosmic D, we'll go ahead and pull it down. Cosmic D, check out his what is it? His profile. Cosmic D, maybe post it on the forums. Check out his YouTube channel. He's got great music. Like he doesn't just make remixes for Firefall. He's got some really, really awesome music. He actually helped make the Jingle Bells. He's on SoundCloud. I couldn't think of the name. He helped make the Jingle Bells.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Really, really good artist. So
yeah,
that was cool. Our next piece is.
Can I have a thumper that collects large amounts of salsa?
Yes.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Speaking of thumpers.
Yes. This is a bottle opener that Red 5 received from the community. It was a really cool thing. Gareth had a big hand in putting it together. And we just got this box. It was basically for the... what?
I was going to say Allendar was the one
Yeah,
that
Allendar designed it. And that's exactly. That's kind of where I was going. So Gareth submitted this on Allendar's behalf because Allendar just came up with this out of nowhere. They wanted to send Red 5 an appreciation gift for Christmas, and this is what we got. Every Red 5 tribe member got one of these bottle openers. Really cool. They work. It's awesome to have a thumper bottle opener. So Allendar was the designer, and so this is his submission, his design for the thumper bottle opener.
Yep.
They're really awesome. I mean, we gave them out to everybody at the studio. They all
Almost everyone.
Well, we put them up on the tiki bar
Yeah.
and let everybody come up
Yeah.
and grab them, and people picked them up before Christmas. So it was really good. Or after Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Our next piece is this is this is called the Battle Frame.
That's an old concept art.
Okay, and it's from KO Cedar. I
You don't remember the Battle Frame where she has like fur on her and like the chest is all open with her bra?
No.
It's a very old Battle Frame. It almost looks like Aliens-esque.
That's what I
Move
felt
her.
like he was maybe kind of going for.
Yeah, that's very old concept art.
Huh.
That's based off of.
Cool. Well, KO Cedar, that
Chaos
is
Eater?
this is his submission. This
Is it
his-
Chaos Eater?
With a K.
What did I say?
KO Cedar.
KO. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm terrible at real names, let alone
on here?
in-game names.
Yeah,
or
it's
foreign
Chaos Eater.
Chaos Eater. Oh, that makes more sense than KO Cedar. You know, sometimes I just say dumb things.
This is the worst Firefall I've ever.
I know.
This is
Look,
the worst Firefall
whatever.
I've ever.
Well, when you say it, Frank, it makes it true. Congratulations. You're the ruiner of the stream. So, who is your vote?
I actually like this one the best.
You like this one the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very cool. I mean, the look on her face, the painting, added in the dropship in the background. It's very cool.
Frank?
I'm gonna have to go with the bottle opener. Because I really like it. I can use it. It works, and it's something I can hold. I keep it on my desk. I'm probably gonna take it to PAX with me and keep it and have it on my chain, or my lanyard or whatever. So, I really like it. Thank you, Alendar.
What do we do in the event of a tie?
My vote wins.
Oh.
Damn. Well, yeah, because I was going to go with the Copacabana remix. I swear, I really liked it.
How about this? We'll open it up to our community. You guys can spam who you want. We'll just do it very technically with spam. So
right now.
Yeah, we know it's not the best way to do it, but we all are split, so it's up to you guys. Who do you think should win?
Chaos, the Copacabana remix, the bottle opener, or the battle frame. Spam, spam, spam.
We'll give it a few seconds, and
Yeah.
we'll do a rough count as we see.
Oh, geez. Well,
it looks pretty one way right now.
A lot of bottle opener.
Mexican salsa.
One Mexican salsa. Dang it. I'm pretty sure it's...
Well, now I'm seeing a lot for the frame, but... Okay, we'll give it another 10 seconds. 10,
9,
8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I saw a lot more for bottle opener than I saw
Yeah.
for anything else.
Yeah,
I see
yes.
a lot of people jumping on for the battle frame towards the end there. So I mean, it's a really good split, but I think bottle opener.
Bottle opener, okay. So, bottle opener, Alendar, you are moving through. Congratulations. You are our first weekly winner of March. And what that means is that you will now be featured at the very end of the month, where the community will vote on you versus the other 3 submissions that we get this month. So
awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. That was close. I mean, they were all good.
That was close. Yeah.
We've never had a 3-way tie like that.
No, we haven't.
We should have discussed.
Everyone
what we
do
would have
drink-
done.
We should have
Finish 3
discussed
drinks.
Maybe we should only have 2 per show. That way, you have to pick one of these.
Oh, like a face-off.
Yeah.
That
actually would work.
That actually would work.
Yeah.
Next week we're doing 2.
Doing a face-off.
Firefall Live, where things happen.
Sports
Where we
finalist.
make decisions randomly without purpose. I do want to answer Secret's question. He asked it in the channel. Was about repulsors. When repulsors are going to come online and how it's going to work. And it's a great question. One that I can't answer. Just because we're not working on that
Yeah.
right now. So, I mean, we don't expect a full pushback of the melding or repulsors or anything related to that. I mean, the bank law, temporary repulse is something we're still working on, but the permanent pushback of the melding, as we've talked about in the past, we're not going to work on that until we have the core of New Eden done. We're still adding a lot of content to Coral Forest area and things like that. So until that content's all fully fleshed out and we've really maximized that space and we figured that out, we're not going to push into other space. So, asking what month can we expect? I don't have a month because we're not even working on it.
Yeah.
So I would not estimate it to be before summer at the earliest to even talk about it.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
All right. And once again, if you want to submit artwork, it can be anything, community at Red 5 Studios. And a big thanks to our video submission winners. All great work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. That's another Firefall Live. We will be back next Friday at 10 a.m. Be sure to be there. Have fun. Have a great weekend.
Woo!